Welcome, bronies. I shall tell you the story about a brave little dragon which...
Pleasurable, the indestructible Mushu. Oh, pretty high, huh?
No, not that one. He can be brave too, but... never mind. We are by My Little Pony. Of course, today it looks like more My Little Dragon. Today by On Second Look, Gauntlet on Fire. I avoided spoilers and the trailer for this episode, so I can be surprised. So I don't have any expectations. However, this kind of an episode I don't expect so early. It's a Spike episode in which he is on unfamiliar ground. His relations in the dragon culture and his position in there is the theme. I have to start with Spike himself, and 1 minute. As measured by the other dragons, he is really tiny, and even so, he have no wings. The teenage dragons treat him with disrespect and demotion, as shown with Gobble. But he stands for his origin as a pony-raised dragon. He believes in the pony kind of virtues and tries to protect them against the dragons. He succeeds to stand for himself as a dragon without any help of his pony friends, and crows even over the other dragons. Really cool. No fire jokes here. Just keep moving. He is accustomed to work with others, unlike the dragons, and could collaborative solve problems. He uses this virtue very effective to support another underestimated dragon, the princess. I will handle herself in a few seconds. Spike. Yes, he is brave, friendly, and without any slapstick, and willing to protect his pony friends at any cost, even though that he should stand back in the dragon lands for them. Very well characterization, and well done, Joanna Lewis and Christine Sonkop. I believe that this season could be a thanks anthem for the new writers. 1 minute left, and 1 minute follows for the newest side character, Princess Amber. I have to admit, I have misapprehended her name. I think she named Amber. Yes, a name like Amber sounds more convenient with a father named Torch. So she is characterized unlike the other dragons we known so far. She is telling very shortly.
They're my friends. Friends? Dragons don't do friends. Well, this dragon does.
However, she is smart enough to realize that she's wrong, and for my opinion, she only plays the hard, strong woman. Dragon shipping arrives. She shows willingness to accept Spike as himself, and she sees the values of a cooperation very quickly. Yes, she serves as a counterpart for the whole other dragons, and as I have to say, a redemption for the whole race. I see what you have planned there, writers. But I have to admit, Amber fits into the dragon culture very well. She is a daughter who wants to prove herself and her father that she is strong enough to lead. She has the right mix of toughness and softness to be interesting, but this doesn't excuse her topsy-turvy after the tunnels. I can understand, after Spike's life-risking attempts to rescue Rarity and his question past it, that Amber is realizing that she feels lonely and without any friend to look after her. And she pulls him away to leave him and has to think about it. I believe I look too critical. Alright, 1 minute. To the other characters, I don't have more to say as Spike is growing since Dragon Quest. He is able to teach his lessons that he has learned as a pony dragon. He can teach another race the true meaning of friendship and cooperation. Of course, he needs somebody like Amber, who is able to understand the wisdom in this. Unlikely the greater dragons and even her father, she will stay in touch with the ponies and is willing to answer questions about her culture. Still works for me. The rest of the dragon pack functions as background characters, and are having an interesting design sometimes. Now enough with the characters, and to my next point, scenery and plot design. Yes, it's a Gauntlet to be the next leader of the dragons, and every dragon fights for himself. It's a simple treasure hunt with a friendship relation plot, like 100 others. Every element fits in and are following the plot structure very closely. The mystical dragon origin improved this plot even more. Spike's resign of the title after he has accomplished him shows how he has found trust in Ember's ways. Despite the old plot and even boredom as well-known one, and without any surprises, the plot is good. He shows character development, the good example of Spike for Ember and her personal growth. And all of this in 20 minutes. The plot finds time to punish Garble for his bad behavior. He demands it so interesting and ethical for the focus group. Seriously, more I haven't to say for the plot. Old, but good. Now I have to resume. But this prank I've showed to you.
And I gained tons of ideas for a new line of camouflage clothing. I think I'll call it Camo Mod.
Camelot as a new camouflage clothing line pleases me. Right, the resume. The characters receives a high score, 4.5 out of 5 points. We have strange character Top Boy, but Ember breaks the bad view of the dragons very well, and her father is an interesting character too. Spike shines again and is incredible good. Scenery and plot design is well known and without many surprises, and appears old established. But with the right amount of action, the both very good characters, and a few good background developments, like the slice of life visit from Luna and Celestia in the castle. The season shows, not mere, that explore Equestria is the theme of the season, but teaching about friendship is it also. 4.5 out of 5 points for scenery and plot design. I saw this episode very lately last night and wasn't sure what I think about it. But with a second look, I appreciate the fortitude of the plot and the good characters. It is an excellent Spike episode! Now, with further ado, my overall standings. Totally 4.5 out of 5 points. No big surprise. I couldn't write down my first opinion for the episode, but I have time to think for a second look to change my opinion. And I haven't seen any spoilers or trailers to misguide me. Enough for now. See you next time for On Second Look, No Second Prances. Yours truly, Redhatbrony.